Hey guys, Mike Volkin here with Freelancer Masterclass. This is another quick tip for you. Today we're going to be talking about easy ways to increase freelance income. But before I do, I need to mention, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. I can't quite reach that subscribe button, but go ahead and subscribe to it because we post a lot of content for freelancers on how to increase their revenue and just have more fun being a freelancer. First thing for an easy way to increase freelance income is to raise your rates, obviously, right? But so many freelancers come to me and they come to all these wild ideas to get more income. I'm like, why don't you just raise your rates? The last time you raised your rates was years ago. But they're just so afraid. They think that that's what they're worth. But I'm telling you that you can raise your rates today and you'll get little resistance from clients. I know many freelancers who have doubled their rates overnight and wound up with better clients. The higher a client is willing to pay, the less likely they are to nickel and dime you, and you'll actually get better quality clients, and you're going to feel better about it too because you'll be providing better value, and you're going to want to make them happy because they're paying you more than you've ever been paid before. So raise your rates. Do not be afraid, okay? And this is a saying I like to say a lot, so let me say it now and let it sink in. You will never exceed the highest expectations of yourself. So if you think you're worth $8 an hour and that's what you're going to charge, right? So go ahead and think a little bit higher than that. Cross-sell and upsell. If you are a freelancer with a very narrow focus, very narrow skill set, you have one, maybe two different service offerings for a client, and you want to increase your freelance income, one of the ways that you can provide more one of the ways that you can increase your income is to provide more service to a client. So let's say you're a freelance writer and you write blogs. That is your lane. You are a blog writer. You write the content and then you say, thank you, Mr. Client. Hire me again when you have another piece of content you want written. Or you can go to the client and say, hey, I've written your blog now. Would you like me to format it, HTML code it, provide layout, upload it for you, distribute it for you, whatever you think you want to add. There's a lot of different avenues from every different industry and type of service for a freelancer. Whatever you think you want to do that you're passionate about that you can add to your existing service line, go ahead and do it. Cross-sell and upsell. Increase your productivity 25%. You will be amazed at how much time everyone wastes. I'm not just picking on you because I think you waste time. I don't know you, right? But I guarantee you that you could be 25% more efficient than you are now. Even I can. And I've been doing this for many years, okay? I'm always looking at ways to increase my productivity. How many different times today did you check your email? How many different times today did you check Facebook? How many different times today did you check your Twitter feed or whatever you keep going back to every day? Everybody's got a habit that gets them out of that focus area, okay? I want you to focus on increasing your productivity just 25%. You'll be amazed at how your freelance income will increase because now you're more billable to clients. Excuse me. So a typical 8-hour workday, I forget the exact company that did the study, but they found out that the average employee, this is people that go to 8 to 5 jobs, are only productive about 2.5 to 4 hours a day. They're off doing other things. They're walking around the office. They're socializing, but they're actually making money for the company 2.5 hours a day. That's out of an 8-hour workday. Okay. I would imagine freelancing is a little bit higher than that because you're working for yourself and time is money, but still, I mean, my God, 2.5 hours, that's a quarter of your workday. So think about ways that you can streamline the efficiency of your workday and you can get more done for your clients in the same amount of time. That's productivity 101 is just simply writing down the things that take time away from billing clients. Put a piece of paper on the side by your mouse pad. Don't put it on your computer because a file on your computer could get lost and minimized, right? Put a piece of paper by your mouse and just like every 15 or 30 minutes, write down the activities that was not billable for a client. At the end of the one day, you will see a pattern of repetition there and you could just cut out a lot of it. For me, I made sure that I only check my email 3 times a day now, okay? Clients still get just as responsive as they need. In fact, it's even better now because clients don't expect immediate response. Every time a client used to email me, used to write back as quick as possible. That's the worst thing you can do because now if they don't hear from you in 5 minutes, you're providing bad service. Okay, so get them to expect that you check your email a certain amount of time a day. That'll instantly increase your productivity right there. Okay. By the way, the comments in this video, please leave a comment and tell me what is one thing off the top of your head that you think you can increase 25%. I'd like to hear it. Another tip to increase freelance income: live and die by your calendar. So when you live and die by your calendar is that unbreakable rule that allows you to achieve goals. And one of the clear things it did for me when I started doing this is I put prospecting goals in my calendar. I said, okay, today I'm going to reach out to 10 LinkedIn contacts. And I did that for a month. I did a repetition on my calendar for every day for a month, even Saturday and Sunday. And I made 10 new friends contacts on LinkedIn. Okay. So by the end of the month, I had 300 new people now that see my posts, now that I can network with as a first degree connection. And that's just one example of prospecting. Okay. You can do it on social media. You can do lots of different prospecting goals. But if you are consistently processing, you'll minimize those dry spells that get freelancers so scared. There's a reason why they do part-time freelancing and then have to go back to work. Let me tell you, it sucks going back to work. When I was in Army basic training, I got a few days off for Thanksgiving. I went back home and then I flew back to basic training. That was the worst time I could think of, going back to basic training. That was terrible because I did not want to go back to those drill sergeants yelling at me. It's kind of the same way. When you become a freelancer full time and you're like, yeah, this is the best. I can work whenever I want. I can pick my clients. I can make my own money, set my own rates. Everything's great. Oh, wait, it's harder than I thought because I wasn't prospecting. I need to go back to work. Now you're sitting in a cubicle asking to go to the bathroom. Do I get vacation tomorrow or do we get Monday off? Come on. Who needs that, right? Freelancing is awesome. You want to do that full time. So you have to live and die by your calendar and put prospecting goals in there. Okay. Now, my last tip, easy ways to increase freelance income: be more niche than you are now. So you might think that if you are more niche, meaning if you are just a blog writer, sticking with our previous example, just a blog writer, you can just be a blog writer in the automotive industry. Now you might think, well, Mike, that will severely reduce my amount of clientele. Exactly. But it will give you much more value to those people who need automotive blogs written. Do you understand? So you can instantly charge more because you are that specialist in that one particular area. So be more niche than you are now. Hey, I hope some of these resonated with you. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks a lot.